Hello, I'm jashykins, and welcome to another little vlog review. This time of the Strain episode, The Disappeared. Now, one of the big things that happened this episode was Nora and F doing the nasty, aka they fucked. And I'm going to bring this up because, well, me and some other people seem to disagree. At least I've read comments, and it just seems like me and them have like a totally different understanding of this scene. Now, what happens is that Nora and F stay behind in F's old house to burn Matt's body, Matt being the boyfriend of F's ex-wife. And after all this happens, then Nora and F are in a room, and she finishes talking to, I guess, her mother, and then they start doing it. The thing is, F asks, is anything wrong, or, basically just checking up with Nora, and Nora's reply is to basically say, let's fuck, and F's reply is okay. And, Nora is the one to say, let's do this, and F's the one's like, okay, and both of them are not in a stable state of mind. And Nora's whole state of mind was, this is so horrible, I'm going to, fuck this guy, and this guy F is like, this so horrible. I mean, Jim died last episode. His ex-wife might be dead, or might not, they don't know. And so F, besides, the worries that Nora has, he has all this family worry, and so they both find comfort in themselves. And the thing is, sometimes a fuck is just a fuck. There's no, they must be in love to do it bullshit. And Nora doesn't seem to get that. F is just, taking her comfort in her, using her while she's using him. And I thought they were like on the same wavelength of that. And it seems like Nora thinks they have a deeper connection, which made like no sense in the scene. The scene was like, yeah, they just fucking just because life is horrible. And so I was confused when F says to his ex-wife's best friend, yeah, I love my wife, that she was surprised. It's like, did she really think that F, loved her more than his ex-wife? That he really still considers his wife? And then they go back to Satrakian's place, and she seems a little disappointed that he's hanging out with his son. It's just like, what? Like, you can obviously see this wasn't fair. This was taking comfort in each other's bodies. It's just like, neither of them did the right thing. Nora, of course, did not do the right thing with a man she knew basically still considered himself married. She, knew that's not going to be good. This isn't going to end up good for me. And F did the wrong thing by, fucking Nora. By, being so overwhelmed by his emotions. So none of them were right. But it's like people are like, oh my god, F was the only one doing a bad thing there. F should be screwed over in some way, shape, or form, when they both did not do the right thing. Nora initiated it. Nora did a wrong thing. F continued it, which was a wrong thing. Maybe it's because he's a guy and, the guy's the one in the wrong. I fucking don't know. But moving on from that rant, we finally get to see the Master's face, which is awesome. I mean, okay, it looks a little cheesy, a little clunky, but the thing is, it looks like Nosferatu. I've seen pictures and clips from the film. I've never seen the film myself, but it's like a big callback to that. And this whole series has basically been one, this is what the classic vampires should be, of evil villains and, no romancing. So I definitely liked that part. I liked how the Masters, I'm probably going to start calling him Nosferatu. And finally for today, Dutch, aka the hacker lady, tells Satrakian finally what happened, what she did, how she shut down the internet. And she does explain it. I probably should have rewound a few times. I have it on DVR and rewound it a few times to listen to the whole explanation, but maybe some tech-savvy people down there can tell me. And I love Satrakian's reaction of, I'm disappointed in you, but I understand you, and I'm not going to reprimand you because you're feeling bad yourself. And he's done this in past episodes, like when Nora left, he told F that, yeah, some people can't handle it. And, he's one of those people that's like, I will defend what you have to say to death even if I don't agree with it. As long as you're not an evil vampire or working for the vampires, you're cool. And so, my final thoughts of the Strain episode that disappeared, I think a lot of people misread Nora and F's sex scene. Like, who was to blame, and it's not just F to blame. I like that we're seeing more of flashbacks, but the thing is, they're not much to them. It's like they're just there and a few things happen, sometimes not that interesting or not that important, but we'll see what happens in future flashbacks. I hope they get more interesting. I, of course, love the reveal of the Master. And, Gus and Felix subplot this episode was, yeah, I can't wait to see how that subplot continues into the next few episodes. And of course, I was disappointed that the new vampires didn't appear. So, damn it. And I have been Jashykins, owner at jashykins.blogspot.com. If you go to my blog, you can see vlog reviews like this. The next part of my Animal Wars reread should be up in a day or two. The latest chapter of SNN is finally up, so yay. And the next chapter, The Dawning, should be up in a day or two. And if you go to my blog, you can go on the sidebar thingy and see, where else I'm on the web and say hi. And if you're viewing this on YouTube, in the description down below, you can see a link to donate your account. And if you donate your Twitter and or Facebook accounts to my campaign, you're awesome. And this will help me spread my word, so yay. And until next video, goodbye.